Welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to NWA Carnyland. Now, I'm sure you're asking the same question that I'm asking. What is Carnyland? I don't have an answer for you. To be honest, I honestly don't know, but I'm looking forward to finding out. I hope everyone is okay. I hope everyone can see me as well, because I just saw in the preview window it all looked a little bit out, just went a little bit wrong. Maybe this is Carnyland. Perhaps we've fallen into Carnyland. I don't know. Hello to everyone that's in the chat. Let me know if we're all good. Let me know if we're up and running. Let me know if everything is a-okay. I hope everyone is well. Project Territories saying there he is. Shout out to you. I'm feeling like this stream is quite bright, quite vibrant. So I think it really reflects my excitement for what we're going to be seeing tonight. So yes, hello. As soon as I find out everything is a-okay, then we will be good to go. Hello to everyone that's in the chat. Let me separate the chat out. Days, what is Carnyland? Oh, we're good. Thank you. I was just waiting for someone to let me know that we were all good. Because when we started, the little preview screen was all black. And for the first few seconds, I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm talking to myself. But no, it seems like it's all okay. I found something as well. Look at this. It's not that exciting, but it excited me. Like, if I stand up, I start to disappear. Look at this. Oh, this is Carnyland. What you're watching right now is Carnyland. I didn't realise it cut me off there. Oh! That's Carnyland. Yes, I discovered that moments before we went live, and I'm not going to lie, there's a good 20 seconds of me just playing with that. Literally making my head disappear. But anyway, welcome to this NWA stream. Welcome to NWA Carnyland. There's lots of people asking, what is Carnyland? And I'm really pleased to say I haven't got a clue. But I have got the description that the NWA have put out. And it's quite interesting. It's quite revealing, a little bit like me on a Friday night. So what we can do is we can just have a quick read through the description to give you just a taste, just an idea as to what we're going to be seeing tonight. Coaster Maniacs, shout out to you. So it says that Carnyland is here. It's not easy to explain what it is. It says, to the fans of Powerrr, we have asked one member of the roster to let you know how much we miss doing studio wrestling. So we may hear from someone at the start, just letting us know, what they've been up to, how much they miss like studio wrestling and what the lockdown has kind of meant to them or the support they've had online. So maybe something along those lines. But from the moment you enter Carnyland, what you will see will just be the first step into this new land that we're building. Like any new place, it will constantly be evolving based on its visitors, citizens, and those who sit on the town council. Hello! Mr. Mayor! Mr. Mayor! Mr. Mayor! Yeah, and there's many of you that are watching that are on the town council as well. I'm not sure what roles you've given yourselves, but there we go. They're already talking about citizens and visitors and town councils. I am so on board with this. I am so freaking on board with this. The next thing, you will see some familiar faces from the National Wrestling Alliance in this new place. We will not overhype this moment. I mean, come on. I'm doing it for you. I'm pretty hyped as it is. As our great NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Sir Nick Aldis, has said time and again, under promise, over deliver. So there we go. Hard to put into a box, very much like a cat at a rave. Very difficult to put in a box as to what this is going to be. But there we go. I can't wait to find out. I must say, I do agree with what Nails and NY just said over on £10 a podcast. Of course, they stream before us. They stream after us. And I completely agree. If we're going to be serious and break down what I think this is going to be, I think this isn't like what it could be. I don't know any inside info, right? I'm literally just telling you what I would book, right? I think everyone's trapped at home. This could not have been recorded before self-isolation. So whatever we're getting has got to have been recorded in the past few months. So it's going to have been recorded in self-isolation. So and Carney and carnivals is like variety, isn't it? You can go see the bearded lady. You can go see the trapeze artist. You can go see the strongman. You can go see the cat that's raving in a box, right? There's all these different things that you can go and see. So I think this is going to be self-isolation, NWA talent, giving us different skills. It's exactly what Nails and NY just said. And the same as Mr. Rotella, he was like, look at the Mongrovian stuff that Aron Stevens and Question Mark are coming out with. Look, if we get Tim Storm and Mama Storm singing a duet, maybe Islands in the Stream, this will go down as the greatest hour of wrestling content that has ever been created. That's all I want. That's all I want. I just want Mama Storm, Tim Storm singing Islands in the Stream. Is that too much to ask for? Or I've Got You, Babe, right? I don't mind. I'll go with either. Honestly, I'm not fussy. So, yeah, whatever's about to happen, I can't wait, and I'm already freaking out. So, shout out to everyone that's joining us. Chris says Days is the bearded lady. That is very true. But you know what? If it is going to be that, why not open it out? Why not give us Christmas tips from Orange Santa? Yeah? Why not go into the NWA universe? So you've got all the NWA talent. You can have the backstage crew that you don't see as well. If they've got things that they want to share. How to be a ref by the ref. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can just go down like all these different, you can do comedy skits, you can do songs, you can do so many different things. It's just going to be this weird and wonderful place that you just don't know what you're going to get when you go into it. I mean, some of my favorite parts of NWA haven't been the wrestling, which sounds like I'm like being negative to the wrestling. I'm really not. The matches have been awesome. In fact, one of my favorite matches of the year so far is an NWA match, Thunder Rosa against Allysin Kay. But how much have we loved those little adverts that they've created, that promo package that they did, the vignette that they did for Camille, to me had more impact than the match before it. The match was hard-hitting. The match, we spoke about that, but man, going back and really digging deep into that Camille character.
William Hensey is a legend.
That was a big deal.
$20 via Super Chat. I'm waging a campaign to be on the Carnyland Town Council once I'm able. I am the owner and operator of Poopies, luxury VIP mobile bathrooms, available to
Okay, let me finish that. For some reason, it doesn't read all of them if they're quite long. But here we go. Mr. Hensey has said, I'm waging a campaign to be on the Carnyland Town Council once I'm able. I am the owner and operator of Poops. Poops is a luxury VIP mobile bathroom available to VIPs who join the Carnyland family. That is exactly the kind of forward thinking that we need. We do need VIP porta potties. We do need VIP mobile bathrooms in Carnyland. So I think you're on board, mate. I would have you. I absolutely would have you. So I'm very excited. I can't wait to go for a poop in Poops. Honestly, I never thought I'd say that on this stream, but I'm just keeping it 100. DJ B Tazzy says, let's go Carnyland. We're only 15 minutes away. Please keep firing in all of your thoughts as to what we are about to see. Coaster Maniac says, all hail Mayor Days. Coaster Maniac, shout out to you as well. Jim Gore, hello. Hope you are well. I can see there's so many people that are joining us. It's again, really, really reflective of the excitement of this show and not knowing what it is. I have had a lot of people that don't normally join us for NWA streams that have been asking me, so what's this Carnyland about? So it really has connected with people. And man, I just hope everyone enjoys it. I don't for a second, looking at how Powerrr is presented and the fact that it's, you know, it's got its serious moments. Of course it does. You know, there's some hard-hitting action and there's some great rivalries and there's been some great matches, great feuds. But of course it's a bit tongue-in-cheek, as we said, when it comes to the adverts and the vignettes and Monrovia and question mark and things along those lines. So I kind of feel like this may lean more that way. I just hope everyone really enjoys it. I really do. I just hope everyone really enjoys it. And it's as successful as what Powerrr was. So, because we don't know when we're getting Powerrr back, do we? I mean, it might be that Carnyland runs for a while. I mean, it could run, you know, same kind of once a week with Powerrr on a Tuesday, Carnyland on a Thursday, or I don't know. I'm not sure what their plans are. But my guess is that it's going to be easier to make this during self-isolation and lockdown than it would be to make Powerrr. So, yeah, I'm keeping everything crossed that this works. So, yeah, let's calm it down. Let's not hype it up. Right? Let's just see, enjoy what we get. We're just going to be thankful for whatever it is. But I am super, super excited at the same time. And I do genuinely think it's going to be the greatest thing you've ever seen. So, Sean says, NWA created a star with the Camille vignette. Oh, I tell you what, I had to be very careful with that word then. NWA created a star with the Camille vignette. They definitely need to try and capitalize on the momentum they had surrounding her first match and her speaking for the first time. I mean, look, this was no one's plan, was it? This was no one's plan. No one wanted to go down the roads that the world has gone down. But I think they were giving us they were giving us pay-per-views and they couldn't give us the original content. They had it, but they couldn't give it us until there was a bit more of a roadmap, until there was a bit of a better idea as to when things might return. Now, we know that Donald Trump and the Trump administration want to try and get things moving as quick as possible. We know that WWE have been active all this time down in Florida. We know that the UFC has brought shows down to Florida as well. We know that there's parts of the country that are now going into phase 1. And do you know what I mean? Things are starting to definitely move now. So I think that the NWA just felt a bit confident that they could put that content out, hoping, keeping fingers crossed that you're not going to have to wait too long until we take those next steps. Obviously, we had the Camille thing. Then they were able to give us Superpower. It's got to be that there's at least a date penciled in somewhere as to when we can get rolling again. So this is quite important. This is going to keep things ticking over until we get back to Powerrr. But honestly, I really hope that this stands on its own. I really hope that this isn't seen as a bridge. I hope it's seen as, you know, destination TV, if you will, something that people want to watch whether Powerrr is on or not. You know, I want this to be the SmackDown to Powerr's Raw kind of a thing. But I don't know. I don't know how they're pitching it. Days, I'm the town's Carol Baskin, says Jerry Smith. It's really important that we have someone in Carnyland that is prepared to kill their husband, cover it up, and look after wildcats. So, yes, I think it's very important, Jerry. By the way, all of that was alleged. The last thing I need is Carol Baskin coming after me. She might kill me like she did her husband. Coaster Maniac says YouTube is still broken. It's such a nightmare. Honestly, such a nightmare at the moment that it's not sending out like notifications to everyone. It's not showing in like feeds and NWA, here we go. NWA says, so, Days. Hello, NWA. What is your platform that you have for running for mayor? Well, I mean, look, you've used some big words there. Basically, to cut a long story short, there was a vacancy. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. That's very much what I believe in. I believe in stepping up and taking on that responsibility. So I've been recruiting bin men. I've been recruiting people that have got their own VIP mobile bathroom experiences. And we've just gained a Carole Baskin. So I think we can say that in the few days that I have been mayor, it's been a rip-roaring success already. So I look forward to many years of town meetings, laborious town meetings, and making very little progress, just like most mayors. Coaster Maniacs says, will they have a fun house at Carnyland? Well, again, what did I just say, Coaster Maniacs? Sometimes you have to step up. Would you like to be a fun house owner in Carnyland? You know, feel free, open it. If you build it, they will come. Or they might not come. We still don't quite know what it is. But we're going to find out in 8 minutes' time. So just make sure you're excited. Hayden Garrett says, hey, Days, it's great to see you as always. And you, Hayden. Fancy seeing you here. Welcome. Coaster Maniac says, if Days can't perform his responsibility as vice mayor, I'll take control. Is this a coup? Have we already got a coup? Has episode 1 not even started and there's already a plot to bring me down? Man, things move fast in Carnyland, don't they? Things move so quick. I am loving it. Team HHY says, what do you think about Drew versus Lashley at Backlash? I mean, look, they should face each other. I think Lashley deserves the opportunity, but unless it contains the word Carnyland, I am very distracted right now. Miss Cleaner? Miss Clown 1? You could be Miss Cleaner 1 because you have just said, I'm the street sweeper. There we go. Miss Cleaner 1. Can we get a whole army of Miss Cleaners? We've got Miss Cleaner 1 here.
What if Carole Baskin worked the front counter at a Baskin Robbins? Smiley face.
Nice, William. I like what you're doing there. We could get Carole Baskin to work at Baskin Robbins. Feel free to let us know in the chat, or let us know over on the NWA stream, wherever you want to drop your comment. Who would you have working where? What famous celebrities would you bring in and have working in different places? We've got Carole Baskin working at Baskin Robbins. But what else would you have? Maybe you'd have Bobby Fish working in the sea. I don't know what you would do. Feel free to let me know. LSW says, Days, me and Chalmers are the police department. We are the detectives. Football Gamer says, yo, Days, is there a hacker in NWA? Please reply. I've got no idea. Look, I don't believe there is, Football Gamer, but that to me suggests that there's a vacancy. So if you would like to hack in Carnyland, cause a bit of disruption, give the detectives something. I mean, it doesn't help that you have revealed yourself, but definitely don't do that. But yeah, if you wanna go around hacking, causing a bit of mischief, if you want to be the Bart Simpson of Carnyland, I'd imagine Bart Simpson would be a hacker in the modern day, but that's a whole separate conversation. Then feel free. There's a vacancy. Next up, DJ B Tazzy. No surprise as to what DJ B Tazzy is. Days, as the official DJ of Carnyland. Where's Carnyland? DJ, have you moved? Have you moved to Carnyland? Oh, I think they're the evil. I think that's the, like how you've got Springfield and Shelbyville. We've got Carnyland and Carnyland. I can't believe you've left us. I can't believe you've joined them. Them, of all people, over at Carnyland. Days, as the official DJ of Carnyland, what kind of music should I play? Well, look, if you're going to be playing music over at Carnyland, I expect you to play like industrial death metal at 3 a.m, right? Keep them all awake. That's going to reduce their productivity. Yeah, so do us a favor. Dave's random question. Who is the security guard for you? I don't need one because I've got God. Brian Rosa is here. Yes. I'm the garbage man in Carnyland. And also I run the local massage. the local massage parlor. Yes. Well, the thing is, you know, he's going to have big, strong hands, big, strong arms. In all fairness, you know, chucking that rubbish around, it's going to really result in, that's going to be a great massage, you know. That is going to, as long as you have a shower first, that is going to be, or maybe it could be like, you know, one of them mud pack things when they go for a massage and they put mud packs on. That way, you just use whatever grime you've already got on your body. You can just slaver it on. I tell you what, we've gone real kinky now, haven't we? So Brian Rosa running the hang on, what kind of massage parlor are you running? Are you right? Because there's a few different kinds, Brian, and I need to know if yours is above board or not. I need to know if you're running that kind of illegal massage parlor in Carnyland. You know, the kind where you give a few extra rupees and well, I mean, we'll leave it there. Can the police detective please investigate the mayor immediately? I've heard some corrupt things are going on. Dude, I'll quite happily confirm them. I'll quite happily confirm. If anyone wants to pay me for high-profile job roles, I'll take that money all day long. So there we go. Confirmed. Eric Haberman says, Days, where will Ricky Starks go after he was released from the NWA? Well, look, on that subject, of course, we wish him all the best. He was part of the NWA family, and I believe he has left now. So, shame to see him go. And honestly, I don't know where he's going to go. I just wish him all the best for the future, as I'm sure everyone does. Talking of people that we wish all the best. Joe Galley. Joe Galley is in the NWA chat. What has he been up to? Joe Galley, what could Joe Galley be bringing to Carnyland? We've seen him doing a lot of crazy stuff over on the Thunder Rosa YouTube channel. So what is he going to be bringing to Carnyland? Is Carnyland part of the NWA football game? And we don't know, but yes. Days, I'm the barber of Days. As you can see, we have unsuccessfully failed. Oh, that's all I do. CJ says, I'm the official ring girl of Carnyland. I'm not a female, but it's totally okay because it's 2020. Do you know what? I wouldn't want anyone else in that role. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't want anyone else doing that. I really do think that it's time that the world caught up with what's going on in Carnyland. There's too many ring girls in the world that are female. The editor is in the Carnyland chat saying that the mayor of Carnyland is wrestling Days. The editor, thank you for spreading the word, my friend. Eric Haberman says the guest relations of Carnyland is here. There we go. We're sorted for guest relations. Project WCW, shout out to you. Shout out to everyone that's joining us. We are literally seconds away. If you are not hyped right now, then honestly go see a doctor because there's something medically wrong, because this is a brand new wrestling related show from the NWA that could be absolutely anything, and I for one can't wait. This is going to be straight fire. So, as we said, we are moving ever closer. The time is now. Is Carnyland better than the USA? Yes. Here we go. We've got the same countdown clock confirmed. Right? Same countdown clock. The same YouTube countdown clock. I didn't know if they might have spoke to YouTube and got that changed. I am the official wrestling reporter for Carnyland. Guys, I've told you so many times, right? So many times. And let me reiterate it right now. Jay Montenegro, shout out to you. Tell the NWA your roles, because I am the mayor of Carnyland, but they need to be aware of what your roles are as well. And more to the point, I just love the fact that they're getting bombarded with people telling them really random things. Like, that brings joy to me. I'm a very simple person, so feel free to bombard them with your various roles as we find out what this is going to be. Panda, shout out to you. I can see so many people in their chat at the moment. Awesome to see. Awesome to see. I've had to close my window because I keep smelling a dead skunk scent. Welcome to Carnyland! Yeah! Look, my hand's disappearing, Carnyland. I've got to get that fixed. Even I think that's weird. Look at this. What is going on? Amateur hour, that's what we've got. Right, I've got my headphones in case I need them. Right, I'm not leaving you. Okay, we're down to 20-odd seconds. Andy says, I'm nervous. I totally understand where Andy is coming from. I feel the same. I've got a crush on Becky Lynch. Brilliant. Thank you for sharing that here and at this time. This was the exact right time to share that comment. With 2 seconds to go before we get to Carnyland. Here we go. Oh my God, I'm so excited. What? Okay, right, advert first. Calm down, everyone. You're getting too hyped. Here we go. Days, how do you watch the NWA in the UK? With my eyes. It's on YouTube. If you go to YouTube, type in NWA Wrestling, put in Carnyland. I like the fact it's 001 because it does definitely imply that there's going to be more episodes. Days, you're the mayor, so can you make me the town's mailman? Yes. Are you reliable? I need someone to be reliable, not too reliable. We've got to be like every other postman that loses at least one letter a day. C Restin says, public service announcement. Ignore the mayor. Don't visit a doctor unless you're sick. They are all very busy. Oh my God, it's happening. Oh, it's a prism. Okay, we've got Eddie Kingston. Okay. This is cool, man. This is quite personal, I think. Yeah. This is good. I like this. Eddie Kingston says, we're not doing this for the money. We don't miss it for the money. We do it for the name, for the legacy, for how we will be remembered. Is a great talker, Eddie Kingston. A great talker. How will you be remembered? Badly. Days, is Charlotte Flair hotter than Stephanie McMahon? Brilliant question right now. We're just seeing images of Powerrr. Mr. Corgan. Eddie Kingston says, we've got an opportunity to come back stronger and better than ever. And he says that Zicky Dice says, I'm crying so hard in the NWA chat. I miss and hate all of you, says Zicky Dice. Eddie Kingston says, much respect, much love, stay strong, and a picture of the NWA family, which is a great picture. Great open by Eddie Kingston, which should come as no surprise. We've got now shots of various different places. Oh my God, I am loving this. Oh my, there's a guy with a silver tinfoil hat on Another guy that's got a toy tiger. Oh, look. A builder that's smacking his head against the wall. A very confused guy. Look at this. This is amazing. Oh, this is like my new favorite TV show, straight up legit. This has got... Here's Joe Galley. Oh, what are we watching? Here we go. It is an Okay, so Stu Bennett is the narrator. He says they couldn't afford to pay me to have me actually on camera. It's got like an Austin Powers vibe to it, hasn't it? Okay, Carnyland is more than just this. Mr. Nick Aldis, here we go. Where are we going to? I'm loving the transitions. Carnyland, true stories. Okay, bit of history. I'm loving this. Really informative stuff. Galley has gone. How are you watching it? It's on YouTube right now. So this is a story from Nick Aldis, and they've managed to get what I'm guessing is stock footage. Not actually Carney, Chris. So, yeah, they've managed to get, like, footage to actually put with the story. So, I think we might be going down what we thought, which is going to be various different things, you know, and then, like, you're going to have Stu Bennett coming in and, like, talking over the top of it. I mean, not talking over the top of this, but he'll kind of be the link, if you will, between the different segments. That's my guess at the moment. Doris. So Nick Aldis saying about telling us a story about how he left a hotel. And he's getting shouted at. So this is a story about how Nick Aldis got arrested mistakenly. Joseph, shout out to you. It's road stories in true Carney fashion, says Jeff Delaney. Resting Days fan, shout out to you. Jerry Smith says, Days, did you hear that they made Carol Baskin masks for COVID-19? No. Carnyland is a version of Little Britain. Do you know what? It's not. They said it's like a show you've never seen before. And do you know what? I'm kind of getting that vibe in a way. It's a little bit... Oh, my God, what is this now? Somewhere in America? College? We're going to college! Carnyland College! Cliche promo 101. Oh, we're going to learn... Yes! We're going to learn how to cut a promo with Allysin Kay. Overused hands. Shifty eyes. Nervous AF. Nice, old school. I can do a promo after this. Cliche bonus points. Mr. Rotella should definitely try and cut a promo using these tips. It does work, though. Are you taking... Oh, no, I'm not. I'm just going to rewatch it. She says, time is money. Just think of the things that we can learn at Carnyland College. Amazing. Pass or fail? I'm going to say pass. Class dismissed. There we go. We now know how to do a promo. And it was a fade to black, if anyone was interested. Next week, Go Away Heat 101. Carnyland College. For all of your college needs. Joe Galley lying on a sofa. This is weird. It is weird. I'm living my best life by watching this. I love weird stuff like this, where it just goes all over the place. It reminds me a little bit of Portlandia, which I absolutely love. I think I've spoken about my love for Portlandia before. Eli Drake coming up now, friends. Do you know what? I haven't even changed any of the text in the top. Coaster Maniacs, Corbin, take notes. Yes. There's a lot of people that could have took notes then. A lot of people. So he's got his own show. He says, let's start the countdown till I get fired. This is the Eli Drake show. I tell you what, people are going to really love this because they love his promos. He's got he's got belts on the wall, which look really smart. Oh, hello. He's got a portal. I want a portal. No way. Where's he going? Was that the Eli Drake show? Tim Storm's Carnyland history lesson. Oh, I really wanted him to sing with Mama Storm. That's what I was hoping for. Benjamin Franklin. Straight up learning. He was a printer, Benjamin Franklin. Look at this. I didn't know he invented bifocal glasses. Here we go, guys. We are learning some stuff. I want a portal, says Jerry Smith. Same here. Shout out to Ice Swallow. Days, I'm a big fan of you. My dream is to meet you, but you are far, far away. I'm not in a fairy tale. Shout out to Love. This is an entire school episode. Guys, come on. History with Tim Storm. So Benjamin Franklin. I would have had him singing Islands in the Stream with Mama Storm. I'm just going to throw it out there. He's in the Swimming Hall of Fame, the Chess Hall of Fame. And he invented hand flippers? Hand flippers? What's a hand flipper? Can you get hand flippers? Is that a thing? Is hand flippers a thing? I'm going to Google it. Hang on. I've heard of feet flippers. Hey, Google. Hand flippers. Well, don't search for Hey Google. Hand flippers. Oh my God. Well, I'll just type it. Hand. Is it a thing? I have never seen hand flippers in my life. Oh my God. What is that? What is that? What is that? That is the weirdest thing. What is that? Benjamin Franklin invented that. Looks like he sneezed onto his hands. That's an actual that's a thing you can actually buy for $12.99. Oh my God, we need official NWA hand flippers. We need official NWA. I need black ones with NWA or Carnyland written on. Then when I go swimming, I can think about Tim Storm and Benjamin Franklin. Oh. You tell me right now you wouldn't be buying with summer coming up, yeah? And when you go into the Carnyland swimming pool, are you telling me you wouldn't want some official NWA hand flippers? Of course you would. Of course you would. In fact, I might even make it mandatory. I might even make it mandatory in Carnyland as the mayor. You've got to wear hand flippers when you go. Look at them. I've never seen them in my life. If this show teaches me nothing else, I've learnt about that. Hello. We've got Mr. Marquez. You. Okay. Here we go. A Carney translator? Nice. Some old school. Old school. So if you want to know what people are really saying to you, just run it through the Carney translator. Don't let them Carney you. The Carney translator, Jerry Smith, says, this is wrestling. Coaster Maniac says, what is this? Coaster, you knew that it was going to be strange, didn't you? And if you didn't, I think we prepared you for it. We didn't know what to expect. And it's been even weirder than what I was anticipating. They are really going some places here. What are we watching now? We've got Josephus in a sailor's hat. Buy some pins. Oh. How to Be a Champion by NWA champion Josephus. And every page is empty because he's yet to win a championship. That is amazing. So, how does the book fill itself? So good. Josephus in a sailor costume. I mean, where did he get that from? Coming in 2033. Ah, that was a real highlight for me. That was a real highlight for me. Josephus in a sailor costume by the bins. Ah. Okay, here we go. Mr. Aldis is speaking now. Pay attention, everyone. Pay attention. Nice. It's from Docking, actually. A new show. Wriggle away. Wonder what that safe word was. This is better than Edge versus Orton. Dude, Edge versus Orton apparently is the greatest wrestling match ever. That's what I've been told. Shout out to WWE Inside Access Wrestling. That was good. Okay, we're back with Mr. Galley now. What's causing Aldis? I'm loving the music in the background. We've got some real jazz vibes kicking off here. New show starting tomorrow inside the NWA. And the first episode's going to be an interview with Mr. Corgan. He says, I'm going to ask him the tough questions. Stu Bennett interrupting. Is this a bit like Charlie's Angels? Is Stu Bennett Charlie? Is Joe Galley one of his angels? I don't know what I'm watching. Shooter Aron Stevens coming up, guys. The shooter's coming. Vape Ross Vape. No one told me that I needed psychedelics for this. You don't, dude. They provide them all. Oh, here we go. We are. Yes, we have got a Mongrovian video. Mongrovia Unmasked. There's going to be a lot of people that might not have seen this. This was all over Twitter, and it's really fun. So you can learn a little bit more about Mongrovia. Mongrovia Unmasked. Dude, take notes. Soak it up. Soak it up. Part 1, geography. Mr. Rotella was talking about this on £10 a podcast. Look at this. You've got the right eye lake. You've got the mouth lake. Mask lake. Nose lake. Some beautiful parts. The questionable bay. It looks beautiful. Honestly, it looks absolutely stunning. If you do go swimming in the questionable bay, please get yourself some official NWA webbed hand flippers. They do come as a pair. I don't know if the NWA are going to be making those, but I would urge that they do because Benjamin Franklin wants them to. And perfect for if you go to the questionable bay. The Mong Mountains. Mount St. Question. We've no idea how high that mountain is. There's no way of measuring that high. Daniel says, this is amazing. Jason says, this is epic. DJ B Tazzy says, I am really loving this. Eric Haberman says, all we need right now is question mark right now. I think that's it, unfortunately. Just a little look. Cartography. Cartography in part 2. Don't forget to drop a like on the NWA stream. Oh, here we go. Some outlandish. Entice. Zicky Dice. Oh, look at that. That is sharp. That is nice. Lovely. Lovely. Pink shirt. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just into the music. I'm officially Carney. Entice. Zicky Dice. Ryan, shout out to you. Fiona's only come on to win a t-shirt. Can I just say, I love Fiona's wallpaper. Shout out to Fiona, who seems to still be celebrating Christmas or a birthday or some kind of anniversary. Oh, he's going to spice things up with Fiona. What's going on? Here we go. Yeah, the multiple forks. You have to work from the outside in, guys. If ever you're confronted with a small fork, a small knife, that's starter, and you work your way in, yeah? What does Fiona do? Come on, Fiona. Bring your milkshake. Huh? Ah. Well, we don't know. Auntie Josephine might be fit. We don't know. He might have made a real mistake there. I've seen a picture of her. I'll see if I can find a picture of Auntie Josephine for you. Let's have a look. See if I can find a picture of Auntie Josephine, and then you can judge. You can judge for yourself if Auntie Josephine is an attractive person or not. There we go. That was Auntie Josephine. That's who Zicky Dice just turned down. Big mistake. Big mistake. I'd be asking Fiona about a wallpaper. I also want to know what she's celebrating. Why has she got bunting up? Let's entice Zicky Dice. One of you guys needs to go on that. Hello to Jackson O. Bring the hottest family member, says Chalmers. Yes, Hugh. Shout out to you. In Ireland, if you're confronted with a spoon, you're pregnant. Breaking news. There's the horse from what? What am I about to read? The horse from last night is the Carnyland mascot. I told you not to tell anyone about last night's horse. Yeah, don't forget, new program dropping tomorrow as well. Marcus J, shout out to you. Big Boy Dally says, who is the head of housing? Austin Powers, by the sound of the music. It's yours if you want it, Big Boy Dally. It's yours. Right, on Monday, what's causing Aldis? On Tuesday, Carnyland. On Wednesday, Inside the NWA. On Thursday, the Eli Drake show. On Friday, Girl Power! 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 Is that the end? No, here he is. I'm loving this music, man. Outlandish, Zicky Daz. You've got till now, till 5:22. What time is it? Here we go. So it's only available for 3 days for an outlandish price. And also you can get NWA Powerrr Season 1. I mean, it is available on YouTube, but there are a few bonus features. I actually went on, and there's a couple of extras that you get when you get the DVD. So it might be worth picking up if you, certainly if you've not seen it. But as I said, if you want to get stuck into it, you can watch it on YouTube as well. But there is an advantage to getting the DVD, and that will be available very, very soon. You can actually pre-order it now. And honestly, we watched it. A lot of us watched it together. Just my love for that show. NWA says, if you enjoyed, please hit the like. My screen has frozen at the bottom. But there we go. Like spike away. And I believe that is it. I believe that was it. Wow. So quite quick, quite short. half the time of what we normally get. What a riot that was. That was non-stop. That, I'm not going to lie, that was hard to do a watch along for, because there was so much going on and there's so much that you have to pay attention to, and you're quickly going, and then, do you know what I mean? Stu Bennett's coming up on the screen, and then you're going from one thing, you're going over to something else, and then you're trying to talk about what's happening, but they're talking, and then you might miss something, and it's like, wow, there's so much to unpack with that. Like, Adam Rotella, £10 a podcast, his post show could be 2 hours on that. A simple 2 hours on that. Because what the NWA have just done, I think what they did by having it for that length of time was wise, because it doesn't outstay its welcome. Because there's so much, you do find yourself just like trying to take it all in. And I think an hour of trying to take it all in would be too long. So half an hour felt about right. I thought there was some real moments in there that hit the mark. There was some, I loved the Joe Cephas thing. The Joe Cephas thing really cracked me up. Just him in a captain's outfit standing by bins, selling a book about how to be a champion, even though he's never been a champion. That so speaks to me. So speaks to me. That's absolutely my kind of humor, that is. So I genuinely thought that was really funny. And as well as that, I thought there was some other... I really liked the Allysin Kay promo thing. I thought that was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with Carnyland College going forward. It really was like the mixed bag that we was expecting. Like, you're kind of jumping all over the place. I thought the Nick Aldis story as well was really entertaining. And it's going to be interesting to see his new show that's coming to the NWA channel. I mean, that's a big announcement as well that you can't overlook. The fact now that the NWA is going to be putting out new content every single day. Like, that's a big deal. We haven't been getting that. But now, to try and really push things along, you're going to be getting a new show every day. So, you know, you're going to be... I mean, I believe tomorrow, we're getting inside the NWA. There's a sit-down interview with Mr. Corgan where Joe Galley is going to ask the questions that we want the answers to, apparently. So tomorrow, we might find out a bit better as to when Power's going to come back. We might find out what's happening with Circle Squared. We might find out, you know, is Carnyland going to be sticking around even when lockdown is over? We might be finding out... Do you know what I mean? What's happening with Crockett Cup? And, yeah, I don't know what we're going to find out. We'll have to find out. So, even that is like a pretty big announcement that they just slip in. I kind of like Stu Bennett being the voice that links it all together. I thought that was really good. I thought that the Zicky Dice thing was fun as well. Although we really missed out because that girl's aunt was very attractive. And I would love to know why there was bunting up. I really would. I think we all would. I think it was the big question that wasn't asked. If we can get Fiona back to find out what she was celebrating. Why was there bunting in the background? Was she celebrating episode 1 of Carnyland? I don't know. Only she can answer that. So, yeah, there was some stuff in there that I really enjoyed. For half an hour as a little side dish to the wrestling that you would get. I think that would be a very, very fun show. And it shows as well just how versatile the NWA talent is, you know? I mean, you've got people that are doing, like, comedy skits. Like, not only are they doing promos, not only are they having matches, but now they're having to give you something complete. Just think about a wrestler and what a wrestler does in a day. In a day, a wrestler is going to train to be a wrestler. They're going to put in the work in the ring. They're going to study matches. They're going to be looking at, you know, what different move sequences can they put together, looking at other people's matches. Obviously, as we said, going to be in the gym, lifting weights, looking after their diet, maybe doing a little bit of work on promos, Twitter, social media management. That's a massive part of it these days. Merchandise and what's happening with that, looking at T-shirts and new designs. Well, where do you fit in the time to learn how to be comedy, doing comedy skits and all that kind of stuff? How do you hone those skills? In a way, you've got to just naturally have it. You've got to have that as a part of your personality. So the fact that they had like so many people that could come in and just do that kind of thing, you know? And again, you know, I'm sitting here talking about all these different things. I haven't even mentioned the great promo at the start from Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston at the start really speaking from the heart, just coming out and just saying, like, you know, how much this meant and what this meant and what this means, and how much they can't wait to get back because, you know, this is all about legacy. It's not about money. It's about, you know, making a name for yourself. And we have said this in other watch-alongs. I mean, imagine being an Olympian that's worked your way up to the Tokyo Olympics only to have those Olympics pulled away. How do you mentally recover from that? Because for some people, that opportunity is now gone. There will be someone in the world that was meant to be an Olympian this year that hadn't been an Olympian before and may never be an Olympian again. And they've just had that whole opportunity, that whole experience taken away from them. But that absolutely translates to so many sports right now. So many, you know, people could have been making a name for themselves in football or basketball or, you know, could have had a crazy few months and really broken through. It could have been their time and it's been snatched away. And it's exactly the same when it comes to wrestling. You know, everyone looks to their next match to be their best match, don't they? And just think what the Crockett Cup would have meant. Oh, man. I totally get it. It totally resonated with me what Eddie Kingston was saying at the start. So, love the open, love the theme. I mean, so much work has gone into that. So much work just to get all those different video clips and all those, you know, the pictures to put with even with Nick Aldis' story, just to put all of that together. That has not been done. That has not been put together quickly. That is something that's taken a lot of work. That's potentially taken like the lockdown. They might have been working on that for the past couple of months. Certainly if they've got other episodes already in the can. Yeah, I liked it. I was impressed, as I said, really spoke to me. My kind of thing. Eric Haberman says, Days, we get NWA on Thursday. I can't remember what the lineup was. I mean, yes, you get NWA every day. That's a really big message, is that there's new shows coming every day. And I got to tell you, there's shows there that I really want to watch. The only thing I would say is that they are tricky to stream. I mean, I am going to keep doing Tuesdays, no doubt about it, because this is when we have Powerrr. And I loved what we just got from Carnyland. But to watch it, listen to what's being said, and with so much that's going on, to take it in and try to relay it at the same time is a little bit tricky. It's a lot easier when it comes to wrestling. But when you've got just like, right, this is ending, we're now going here. I mean, how do you quickly explain? Okay, we've got Joe Cephas wearing a captain's costume, standing by the bins, and he's now telling us about a book that he's written talking about how to be a champion, but it's actually an empty book because he's never been a champion. It's going to be available in 2030. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not even, there's a lot of information I'm not even telling you about because I can't kind of fit it all in. So, yeah, we're definitely still doing Tuesdays. I am very interested in watching other shows. I really want to see that Girl Power. That Girl Power is something I've been really intrigued by, because women's wrestling is something that genuinely interests me, because it does feel like we're kind of, I don't want to say we're at the start of women's wrestling, because that would obviously be incorrect, because you had the Fabulous Moolah and you've had women around for a long, long time. I mean, not just women in general, women wrestlers. Like, you know, we're looking at 30s, 40s, 50s. You had women wrestlers, you know, Mildred Burke, people along those lines. But they were always an attraction. We've spoke about this before. And you can really go all the way through, and through the 90s as well. I mean, look at the WWF, for example. You know, there wasn't many women's matches you was getting in the 90s from the WWF. They certainly weren't, you know, guaranteed to be on a card. There wasn't even guaranteed one women's match at WrestleMania every year. So, you know, it's only been in recent times that women have started to get the respect that they deserve in this profession, you know. So that's why women's wrestling fascinates me, because it does feel like we're still not quite where we should be when it comes to women's wrestling. So I think a show where female wrestlers sit down and talk about what it's like to be a female wrestler at the moment, maybe what it was like in the past and what they hope to see in the future and things like, I think that will be absolutely fascinating. I think the Nick Aldis show looked really good as well. Inside NWA looks great. I mean, honestly, it looks great. I think the lineup looks great. I mean, you can't, short of them going round each other's houses to do a match, I can't think of what else they could do. Now, if there was any wrestlers that live by each other as this starts to settle down, and that would become, I mean, I don't even know if there's any wrestlers that have got a ring at their houses. I doubt they do. I mean, we was watching The Last Ride, the Undertaker show, and he had to have the WWE send him a ring. Even the Undertaker doesn't have his own ring. So I can't imagine that there's many NWA superstars that just happen to have a ring room, you know, or a ring just set up in the back garden. It's not really a done thing. So I don't think that that's a possibility. But again, you know, maybe as places start to open up and maybe we can start to look at that, maybe that's something that could come in. I thought it was good. I thought it was good, honestly. I mean, clearly I thought it was good because I've just spent around about 12 minutes talking about it without taking much of a breath. So, do you know what I mean? And I don't even feel like we've touched on everything. So, and I really do need to get to some of these comments. Eric Haberman, shout out to you, my friend. I got to say, it was great. I mean, Jason saying this is epic. Daniel saying this is amazing. DJ B Tazzy saying, OMG, I really love this. Lol, I loved that, said Sunny Wolf. So you can see that people definitely enjoyed it throughout the show. Girl Power, will that be Camille? I honestly don't know who's on the show. They did show a little clip of it, which was like women sitting down, some of the female wrestlers, and I think some of the backstage female talent as well, sitting down and talking about what it meant. But I didn't see enough of it to get a gauge of it. So I really am looking forward to seeing that show. Vape Ross Vape says, Days, they took your idea for patron a certificate. For patron. What, is there a certificate available? Can you get a Carnyland? If you can, I'm buying that. And I would urge that you do as well, because I absolutely want to be an official member. I mean, I am already. I made myself an official member. I think that's how it works. But yes, if you can get a certificate, then I am totally on board. Days, I'm going to go to the University of Carnyland. Well, there we go, Jerry. I think you need to qualify from the college first. So, yeah, I think that it would be interesting, actually, if they would open it up a little to the fans. I've always felt that's a strength of the NWA. So I wonder if there's a way that they can involve the fans in some way. Don't know. I said before, I think it'd be hilarious to get some Christmas tips from Orange Santa or something along those lines. Again, if you've got any thoughts, feedback, suggestions, let them know. There is not another wrestling company in the world, it's probably not true, but I'm going to say it anyway, that listens to its fans as much as what the NWA does. So send it over, send it to them. Just send them a message. Just put your thoughts in a tweet and then just put at NWA. Simple. Do you know what I mean? Like, they genuinely do love to get the feedback. And with a new project like this, a new show like this, that they've even said is going to be ever evolving, this is not the finished article. This is far from the finished article. This is, let's get some up and running. Let's go. Let's open the doors to Carnyland. But you fast forward a few months, with the feedback that you guys can provide, what does it look like then? It looks like whatever you want it to look like, you know? It can go in any, that's the great thing about it. It's got great flexibility. It can go in any which way direction you want it to go. If you think it should be more serious, let them know. If you think it should be even wackier, let them know. If there was a segment you want to see more of, let them know. If there's a segment you want to suggest, Do you know what I'm going to say? That's right. Tell them. Eric Haberman says, Days, we get NWA on Thursdays. Yeah! That felt supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'm so glad that I actually got to that message. If you're going to take the time, WFS Wrestling, to write out that word, I'm going to take the time to read it. Let's go down. Coaster Maniacs says, to be on the council, it's $50 per month on Patreon. Is it? I need to look into it. Coaster says, but you get loads of stuff. Oh, I love loads of stuff. Do you know what? I am a big loads of stuff fan. Big loads of stuff fan. Eric Haberman says, Thunder Rosa is going to be on Girl Power. Well, she is a girl, and she definitely has power, and she is also part of the NWA. So I think you might be right. I think you're onto something. William Hensey says, I got in a fight with my 30-year-old nephew, and he is a wire. He danced around me. Okay, that sounds very Carnylandish. Wrestling Days fan says, can't wait for Backlash. Still a little bit away till we get to that. Chalmers says, random question. Who would you want as your tag partner out of any promotion? I would want someone that could just do the match for us so that I could stand up. I'd want to be like Nicholas at Even Nicholas got a little bit too involved for my liking, because there's a moment where he actually gets tagged into the ring. I would very much just like to be like Seth from the other night on Raw, where he just stands on the edge of the ring and just holds on for dear life. That very much would be me. I think what I'm saying is I'd like to be an audience member. Total Divas says, Wrestling Days fan. Spare time for a Fafa Round stream. Well, we do. I mean, I don't know when Mr. Rotella £10 of podcast will start. I know he normally starts after Power, so I'm guessing we've got around about 10 minutes or so. Yeah, I definitely don't want to be stepping on his toes. Jerry Smith says, Days putting out life lessons. Look, again, look, just funny stuff, just fun stuff. Days, Gilbert Burns just announced that he is fighting Tyron Woodley. He did, and that is coming up very soon. My ideas are played out. I can see the random question 2. Where was the random question 1, though, Chalmers? Can you repeat that random question 1? Because I could go back up, but I can't be bothered. I'm quite a lazy mare. I'm a nightmare. Maybe I could be. Maybe I'm not the mayor in the daytime. Perhaps I'm just the nightmare of Carnyland. Oh, I love playing with words. James Chadwick says, Days, I'm glad everyone enjoyed it, but it wasn't for me. But I will give it another go next week. But James, how can Endless Possibility not be for you? Maybe what you got this week didn't resonate with you. But as we said, we've only just opened the doors. That's kind of like going to like a really nice hotel, stepping into the lobby and going, no, I don't like the colour of the carpet. Right? I mean, look, the rooms are going to be awesome. They've got one of the largest pools in Europe. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're going to want to check out the hotel first. So definitely don't let the colour of the carpet in the lobby put you off. The best thing you can do, send them the feedback. If you wasn't too keen, just let them know, drop them a DM. I think Mr. Lagana is always asking for people to drop him DMs. And just saying, look, I really like this. I wasn't sure about this. Maybe we could get a bit more of this. Personally, for my taste, I'd like this. I can't stress enough how much that feedback is going to, A, be listened to, and B, actually influence the show. Like, they will pull what everyone is saying, and they only want to give you the content you want. That's all the NWA want to do. They don't want to make you sit through stuff you're not interested in, do they? So they, of course, are going to tailor it and tweak it to whatever the NWA family, universe, whatever the collective is, yeah? Whatever they want. So let them know. Let them know what you want. Carol says, gives me something different to look forward to. I love the concept. Shout out to you, Carol. I agree. I agree. I honestly think that if they're going to, when Powerrr comes back, if you're going to have Powerrr, I'll tell you something as well. It's really going to get wrestlers over. Imagine if you're John Johnson, okay? We all love John Johnson. But imagine you're John Johnson and you join the NWA, right? So you come walking into the offices, yeah, John Johnson, and no one knows you, right? But you get a match on Powerrr and you get a little segment on Carnyland. And so with your segment, you can really get your personality across. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you want to be, like Tim Storm's a teacher, so he taught us about Benjamin Franklin and we learnt about webbed fingers, right? I think he spoke about other things, but that's all I took from it. But yeah, if you're John Johnson, then you might want to come in and get across that side. I mean, look at how they just used Zicky Dice. Was that not the most Zicky Dice thing you've ever seen in your life? It's another way of getting those characters over. I mean, how much have we laughed and joked about Monrovia? And now here we go. We're actually finding out a little bit about the place. Do you know what I mean? It absolutely speaks to me. I totally see what they're going for. It's all the fun little bits in Powerrr, just kind of mashed into one. But I do think that the half an hour is the right length of time. Definitely, that feels like the right length of time to me. Just because there's so much to take on board. It's definitely got variety. But of course, you're not going to have matches to break it up, are you? The thing with Powerrr is that you get a fun little segment like that, and then you have a match, and then you go back to a fun little segment. When it's fun segment, it's a lot. It is a lot. So I think it was a good move to kind of keep it down to the half-hour mark. Plus also, just as I said, the amount of time it must take to edit that. Incredible. Incredible, that's what I say. I think it was kind of their alter egos, says Chalmers. Unbroken 1010 says, it's basically you like a band. Do you want to see them making the same song all the time, or do you want to see them doing something different? Yeah, do you know what? It's a little bit like if you're into a band, as you said, you watch the concert on the Tuesday, and then you've got the behind the scenes day in the life on the Thursday. It's just that a day in the life with the NWA when it comes to Carnyland is a slightly twisted, warped reality at times, which is what I love, which is what keeps me coming back, because that speaks to my sense of humor. That speaks to who I am as a person. You know, I like it that things are just that little bit quirky, a little bit weird. It's got a little bit of League of Gentlemen about it, you know? I don't know if you've ever seen that show. It's a very British show, but I think it was over in America as well. But as I said, I was getting a bit of League of Gentlemen, a little bit of Austin Powers with the music, film that I loved. So Austin Powers, a little bit of Charlie's Angels with the voice. It's getting a little bit of Portlandia, which is great. A little bit of League of Gentlemen. Definitely getting that coming through with the quirkier stuff. It was all over the place. Coaster Maniacs says, "There's only 46 left can be on the council." What do you mean? What? I don't understand what you mean. It to be in a council meeting once a month. Also, Adam's like, oh, what is he live now? Is he live now? Let me double check. If he's live, I don't want to step on his toes. I don't want to get in the way. I just wanted to share my thoughts about the program as well. Let's go. Let's have a look. £10 podcast, baby. £10 of podcast. £10 of podcast. Honestly, I can't wait to see what he's got to say, and see if it like spoke to him as much as it did to me. £10 of podcast is live. He is live. So let's wrap this up. Let's wrap it up. Let's put a bow on it, shall we? I saw. Eric Haberman says, I like this idea. It gives people that never... give people who never watched the NWA. Do you know what, right? I do like the idea of the fact that this is a good entry point. If you show someone this, right, they might watch it, and then they might see, like, Allysin Kay's promo, and then they might be interested as to what she's like in the ring. You know, if they've never seen NWA or they've never seen Impact or anything like that, then they might be like, wow, yeah, okay, what's she like? Or you showed them that Zicky Dice thing. Again, they might be interested to watch a Zicky Dice match. Watching that, they might be introduced to Nick Aldis, the real world's champion. Again, show them Nick Aldis against Marty at Crockett Cup. What a match that was. Show them that. That will blow their minds. Again, what I was saying about the John Johnson thing, it's a great way of further getting over characters. I liked it. Days, would you want Mattel to make a Nicholas action figure? No, that might be a little bit creepy. That might be a bit strange. They've limited it to only 50. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have a look. I'll have a look. You stepped on his toes for about 5 minutes. Oh, he'll be all right. He'll understand. He knows that he knows that I'm not doing it to, get in his way or anything. I literally just wanted to give my thoughts on it because that was such a different show. It's still under the wrestling umbrella. I mean, it's an official presentation from the NWA using wrestlers, like cutting promos and doing different things. So it's still wrestling related, but wow. You're definitely not getting anything like that from the WWE right now, are you? I can't think of anything that comes close. The only thing I think is like the Edge and Christian show a little bit, maybe. But even that's not on anymore on the network. So yeah, I really can't think of anything quite like it, to be honest. Allysin Kay is like the hot substitute teacher that Days has got a crush on. Live for it's been live for 19 minutes. Oh, okay. Well, I really have messed up then. If you do see this, Mr. Rotella, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm literally, you can see I'm now being told. I'm now finding out. I'm gonna just stick around for 2 more minutes. Just get through to the hour. I like to get round to the hour. So 2 more minutes I'm going to stick around for. So get your final thoughts across. Anything that you want to drop into the comments. If WWE did this, people would hate it. Well, maybe they would, but maybe they wouldn't. I don't know. I mean, the thing with the network is if you see something on there you don't like, you just don't have to watch it, do you? You know? I mean, they could. I would argue WWE should be doing a bit more experimenting. It really shouldn't take the NWA to be coming up with things like this that WWE don't touch. Do you know what I mean? Like, think of the fact that the WWE have their own network, yet I can't name a show that's like this. They're putting out a lot of great documentaries. WWE documentaries are absolutely stunning. But they're not giving us this. James Chadwick, it reminds me of Being the Elite. Being the Elite is a bit of a vlog. I appreciate it's got a storyline to it, but this was like a sketch show. It was a bit all over the place. Variety. Definitely Carnyland. Final thoughts. I have a YouTube channel, but it's not that good. Oh, Jaden. Yeah, shout out to you, dude. That's how I introduced my channel as well. Well done, Jaden. Fair play. WWE SummerSlam plans backyard wrestling. I don't even understand what that means. And I think on that bombshell, we can probably afford to wrap up tonight's festivities. I really hope you enjoyed it. I mean, we didn't know what to expect, and I think we've broken it down in quite a bit of detail there, giving you my thoughts, my reactions, and everything. And as I said, I genuinely really did enjoy it. Please go and check out our great friend, 10 Pounds Podcast. As I said, apologies, I did not mean to step on his toes. Of course I did not. But yeah, I definitely wanted to just get my thoughts across because I didn't feel like I could get them across whilst the show was actually on. So go and check out 10 Pounds Podcast that will be on right now. Thank you to everyone that joined us. As I've said, I hope you enjoyed the show. I would urge, even if you were uncertain, check it out. Give it one more try next week. See what you think next week, but give them the feedback. Let them know what worked for you, what didn't work, because they are absolutely listening. Absolutely listening. Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and hopefully see you again next time. Bye for now.